Welcome to the F-Bound Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Schroeder, Executive Function Coach. I help neurodivergent women learn tips and strategies to improve the life skills that will help them be successful. 7 practical strategies for boosting self-motivation. Staying motivated can feel like an uphill battle some days, especially when you're facing unique challenges as a neurodivergent person. The constant push to meet expectations, your own or others, can leave you drained before you even start. But self-motivation isn't about waiting for inspiration to magically appear. It's about understanding what drives you personally and using that knowledge to create momentum. Number 1, find your why. When motivation feels out of reach, it often comes down to one simple issue. You're disconnected from your why. Finding your why isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's the foundation for sustained self-motivation. It provides clarity and purpose. Understanding your core values. Your core values are like the roots of a tree. They ground you and keep you steady, especially during challenging times. When the tasks you take on align with what truly matters to you, motivation flows naturally. Think about it. Ever notice how you're more engaged in something that feels meaningful versus something that's just checking a box? That's the power of value alignment. Start by identifying what's non-negotiable in your life. Is it connection, creativity, freedom, or something else? Write these down and ask yourself how they show up in your daily tasks. If there's a gap, you've got a prime opportunity to realign. To dive deeper into discovering your values and how they shape your motivation, you can explore tealhq.com's Guide to Values and Motivations. Creating a personal mission statement. Once you know your values, you can take it a step further by crafting a personal mission statement. This might sound formal, but it's really a way to remind yourself why you do what you do and why it matters. A mission statement is like a compass. When motivation dips, it points you back to your purpose. Here's a simple formula to get started. Write down your core values. You just did this. Think about what energizes you and what kind of impact you want to have on the world, big or small. Combine these into a short guiding statement. For example, I aim to create meaningful connections and inspire others through storytelling is a mission statement that can guide decisions and fuel motivation. If you want more structured tips for writing yours, check out Franklin Covey's Personal Mission Statement resource. Feel stuck? Try to envision yourself a year, 5 years, or even 10 years from now. What would your future self thank you for prioritizing? That clarity can fuel you to take consistent actions even when it feels tough. Number 2, gamify tasks. Sometimes the best way to spark self-motivation is to turn your everyday tasks into something more enjoyable. Let's face it, getting excited about mundane chores or repetitive responsibilities isn't easy, but adding an element of play can change everything. Gamifying your tasks is all about tricking your brain in the best way possible. Think of it as leveling up in a game. Each task completed gets you closer to the prize. For neurodivergent people, especially those with ADHD, this is incredibly effective. Gamifying tasks gives you the immediate dopamine hits you love. Setting challenges and rewards. What if you approached your to-do list like a video game where every completed task unlocks a reward? This simple mindset shift can make even the dullest jobs feel more exciting. The concept is straightforward. Assign a small challenge to each task and decide on a reward when it's done. For example, finish folding the laundry, treat yourself to 10 minutes of scrolling your favorite subreddit. Complete a work report, reward yourself with a fancy latte. The key is to set achievable challenges and pair them with rewards that genuinely feel good to you. This taps into the dopamine response in your brain, which makes you feel satisfied and keeps you chasing that feeling. Some people even create a point system where they accumulate points for every task completed, redeemable for bigger rewards later. If you're neurodivergent, tracking and celebrating small victories like this can feel especially validating. It prevents that overwhelming sense of burnout by giving you moments of appreciation for the effort you've put in. Using apps and tools. If the idea of designing a personal reward system feels a bit overwhelming, there are apps designed for that. Productivity apps like Habitica turn your daily tasks into RPG-style challenges. You level up your character by completing chores, assignments, or anything else in your to-do list. These apps are fun, engaging, and even a little addictive in the best way possible. Here are some apps you might love for gamifying tasks. Habitica, a free app that uses retro gaming elements to make productivity engaging. Life Up and Do It Now. Both are gamified task lists that work like RPGs, giving you points as you crush every task. Gamify List, a curated list of the best gamification tools to help you streamline your day and see results quickly. Using tools like these can transform how you approach tasks. They're especially helpful if you tend to procrastinate or get stuck in analysis paralysis. Each level up feels like a small win, keeping you motivated while making daily responsibilities more fun. Turning your tasks into a game isn't just about entertainment. It's a subtle but powerful way to boost engagement and make life feel less like an endless stream of obligations. And who wouldn't want that? Number 3, focus on progress, not perfection. Progress over perfection has been a mantra around here for a while. When you constantly strive for perfection, it can lead to paralysis. You might feel stuck, overwhelmed by the enormity of an ideal that you think you need to achieve. But here's the thing. Perfection isn't the goal. Progress is. Making consistent progress, no matter how small, builds momentum and keeps your self-motivation alive. Tracking your progress. Keeping track of what you're accomplishing doesn't just highlight your victories, it inspires you to keep moving forward. When you see tangible evidence of your work paying off, it reinforces your motivation and makes your goals feel more attainable. Here are a few practical ways to track your progress effectively. Journaling. A simple notebook can work wonders. Write down what you achieve each day or week. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even documenting one small win keeps your momentum going. Apps and digital tools. Consider using tools like habit trackers or project management apps. Visualization boards. For some, visual reminders work better. A board where you physically move tasks from to do to done can be incredibly satisfying. Celebrate milestones. Don't save celebrations for the end game. Recognize your small wins along the way. Treating yourself after completing a tough task can keep the fire lit. Tracking progress isn't about accountability. It's about acknowledging how far you've come. Progress deserves recognition, no matter how incremental. Adopting a growth mindset. What if you let go of the idea that you have to get it right on the first try? A growth mindset revolves around believing in improvement over time. Instead of obsessing over perfect results, you focus on learning through the process. This shift is a game changer when it comes to maintaining self-motivation. With a growth mindset, you see failures as lessons rather than setbacks, embrace challenges because overcoming them helps you grow. Value learning and effort over effortless perfection. Adopting this mindset starts with reframing how you talk to yourself. Instead of saying, "I'll never get it right," flip the narrative to, "I haven't mastered this yet, but I'm getting closer every day." The benefits go beyond boosting motivation. This outlook improves emotional resilience and reduces stress. Studies show that having a growth mindset can lead to greater achievements in personal and professional goals. Making progress, not perfection, your priority doesn't just change how you approach your goals, it allows you to enjoy the journey without putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. Instead of thinking, "How will I make it perfect?" ask yourself, "What's one thing I can do better today?" That kind of thinking keeps your motivation moving forward. Number 4, morning routines for momentum. Creating a morning routine isn't just about ticking off a list of tasks. It's about setting the tone for the day ahead. A structured morning routine can help you build momentum that carries you through your day feeling focused, energized, and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. As a neurodivergent person, especially if you're a mom, mornings might feel overwhelming or chaotic, but intentional practices can create calm and clarity. Incorporating mindfulness practices. Ever feel like your mind starts racing the second you open your eyes? That flood of thoughts about everything you need to do can set a stressful tone. By introducing mindfulness into your morning, you can ground yourself and approach your day with more focus and ease. Mindfulness doesn't mean spending an hour meditating on a mountaintop. It's about being present in the moment and creating space to breathe. You can start small. Even 2 to 5 minutes of focused breathing or guided meditation can work wonders. Apps like Calm or Insight Timer are great tools to help you get started. According to studies, regular mindfulness practices have been shown to decrease stress and improve clarity, which can be particularly helpful for neurodivergent minds that tend to multitask or overwhelm easily. A mindful morning routine might look like sitting quietly with your coffee without scrolling your phone, journaling quick thoughts about things you're grateful for, practicing a body scan to notice tension and relax. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. The time you spend being mindful in the morning adds up, helping you feel less scattered and more focused as the day progresses. Physical activity as a morning boost. Getting your body moving first thing in the morning can jumpstart your energy levels like nothing else. Feeling sluggish or unmotivated? A quick workout or some simple stretches can change that in minutes. Morning exercise isn't just for fitness fanatics, it's about waking up your system, both physically and mentally. Even a 10-minute walk around the block or some gentle yoga can improve your mood, sharpen focus, and lower stress levels. Research shows that exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals, that make you more confident and motivated. Not to mention, starting the day with physical activity leads to healthier choices throughout the day. By anchoring your mornings in mindfulness and movement, you're not just checking boxes, you're building habits that make every day feel intentional and aligned. Number 5, batching tasks by energy level. Finding ways to work with your energy, not against it, can be a game changer for building self-motivation. We all know the struggle of trying to tackle tough tasks during an energy slump. This is even more difficult if you struggle with chronic pain or illness. By understanding your energy patterns and syncing your to-dos accordingly, you can make the most of your productive hours. This strategy doesn't just boost efficiency, it helps you stay motivated and less overwhelmed throughout the day. Identifying your energy peaks. Not all of us are energized at the same time. Some people come alive in the early morning, while others hit their stride in the evening. The first step to working smarter is figuring out when your natural energy peaks occur and using that knowledge to your advantage. How can you identify your energy highs and lows? Start with observation. Keep a simple journal for a week and track how you feel throughout the day. Note when you feel focused, motivated, or ready to crash. Once you know when your energy peaks, you can start using it to your advantage. You'll be surprised how much simpler tasks feel when you're working at the right time. Creating an energy-based task list. Breaking your to-do list into energy categories is a productivity game changer. This means grouping tasks based on how much energy or focus they require. It's a straightforward way to stay efficient and keep motivation alive. Here's how you can create your own energy-based task list. Number 1, categorize your tasks. Separate tasks into high energy, moderate energy, and low energy categories. High energy, problem-solving, decision-making, or creative work. Moderate energy, emails, admin work, or light researching. Low energy, cleaning, organizing files, or casual reading. Schedule tasks accordingly. Match your energy categories to your peak energy times. For example, do creative brainstorming when you're most alert and save simple chores for when you're winding down. Stay flexible. Life won't always follow your plan, and that's okay. The key is to adjust as needed while still considering your energy levels. By working with your energy instead of pushing through it, you'll not only get more done, but also feel less drained by the end of the day. 6, use positive triggers. Sometimes your environment can make or break your self-motivation. Positive triggers like a thoughtfully designed workspace or uplifting visuals can transform how you approach tasks. These triggers act as cues, shifting your mindset and boosting your motivation at the same time. The good news? You don't have to overhaul your entire life to implement them. Small intentional adjustments can create a space that encourages progress and positivity. Designing your workspace. Your environment isn't just where you work, it's an extension of your mindset. A poorly designed space can drain your focus, while a motivating one can energize you. Think about it. Have you ever tried to work in a cluttered room and felt your brain match the chaos? Creating a workspace that feels clean, organized, and inspiring can make all the difference. Here are a few tips to craft a motivating workspace. Declutter. Too much stuff around can make any task feel heavier. Clear the clutter and you'll clear your mental load too. However, if your ADHD brain needs to see what you have, just find a system that works so you're not trying to function in chaos. It's not about being a minimalist. Prioritize comfort. Whether it's a supportive chair or good lighting, comfortable setups reduce strain and let you focus longer. Dedicate the space. Even if it's just a small corner of your home, having a spot that's only for work signals your brain that it's time to get things done. Adding elements that inspire you, a plant, a vision board, or objects tied to your goals, turns your workspace into a haven for motivation. Remember, you don't need an expensive overhaul. It's about building an environment that feels good and works for you. Incorporating inspirational visuals. Visual cues can be powerful tools for motivation. Your brain is wired to respond to what you see, and surrounding yourself with inspirational imagery can help shift your mindset when you're feeling unmotivated. Whether it's quotes, photos, or even progress charts, these small additions create mental nudges to keep you focused. Here's what to consider. Choose visuals tied to your goals. Maybe it's a sticky note with a favorite mantra or a thermometer graphic tracking your progress. Use mood-boosting images. Nature photos, artwork, or even your dream vacation spot can bring a smile to your face and reignite your energy. Keep it fresh. Change your visuals regularly to stay inspired. Over time, your brain tunes out things it sees too often. These cues don't just serve as decorations, they act as micro reminders of what you're working toward. Feeling stuck? Sometimes glancing at a powerful visual is all it takes to reset your focus. Revamping your surroundings doesn't have to be complicated. Small changes, big impact. It's always worth it. Number 7, eliminate decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is a real struggle, especially if your plate is already full. Think of it like a battery. Every decision you make drains a little bit of that energy until there's nothing left for the things that truly matter. Even small choices, what to wear or eat, can pile up, leaving you exhausted. When decision fatigue kicks in, motivation takes a hit. But the good news? There are strategies to sidestep it entirely and conserve your energy for what's important. Simplifying your choices. Too many options can be overwhelming. Let's face it, you don't need to agonize for 10 minutes over what to wear. The idea is to streamline your choices so you reserve brain power for what truly counts. Here's how to simplify your choices effectively. Limit your options. Cut down where you can. Capsule wardrobes are a great start. Fewer clothes mean fewer decisions. For instance, if you find yourself stressed over daily outfits, consider adopting a minimalist wardrobe approach similar to what many highly productive people do. Automate decisions. Set rules for recurring choices. Always have a specific meal for breakfast or create a fixed morning routine. Batch your decisions. Group similar decisions and make them all at once. For example, plan your weekly meals and grocery shopping on Sunday instead of daily. By simplifying these mundane choices, you free up more mental energy for the important stuff. You'll be surprised how much clarity and motivation follow when you cut out decision overload. Creating routines and habits. One of the most efficient ways to eliminate unnecessary decisions is to establish routines. Think of routines as autopilot for your brain. They remove the need to decide and make actions automatic. Here are some routines to work wonders. Morning routines set the stage. Start with simple rituals that ensure your day begins smoothly. Drink water, make your bed, write down a to-do list. It creates forward motion and saves you from decision burnout right from the get-go. Evening routines equal closure. Recap your day, prep for tomorrow, and give your mind a signal it's time to rest. Good sleep hygiene is critical for cutting down fatigue, including decision-related fatigue. Habits eliminate repetition. Turn tasks like decluttering or journaling into habits so they don't drain your motivation reserves. When decisions turn into habits, they become second nature. You're not debating whether to work out or eat lunch at a certain time, it just happens. Living with routines and narrowing options doesn't mean a lack of freedom. It's about removing unnecessary stressors. The simplified structure paves the way to stay focused and energized for the tasks you value most. Self-motivation isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making small, intentional choices that keep you moving forward. From finding your why to working with your energy levels, these 7 strategies offer tools to navigate life's challenges while staying focused on what truly matters. You aren't striving for perfection. Instead, you're building momentum, step by step, habit by habit. Start by experimenting with these approaches to see what motivates you most. Which one resonates with you today? Applying even one strategy can make a meaningful difference in your journey. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the F-Bomb Podcast. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe below and check out my show notes to learn more about my Facebook group, courses, and membership.